Kai Robertson of Stanford, but Australia this weekend, World Cross Country. So first of all, how do you go about convincing, sorry, I got a little win there. How do you go about convincing Ricardo to let you come over here and run it? Is that an issue, or is he on board with that?
No, it's not an issue. I feel like we talk a fair bit, so I told him well ahead of schedule that, hey, we have this race coming up, home course, pretty important. If I can go run a world champs,
Yeah.
it's the top of the top, so why not go compete it? And we managed to get some qualifiers early for NCAAs, and still got a couple to get, so hopefully we can get back and get that 3K down. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward for me.
Yeah. And you'll still run NCAA indoors then as well?
Yeah.
So when did you get here?
I got here on Sunday night.
Okay.
Ran to Sydney and then flew back home to Brisbane on Monday morning. Spent a few days there with the family, and then came back down to Sydney last night and just drove up.
Yeah.
So
is the family
bit of travel.
coming here to watch then?
yeah, everyone's coming down. Got a few schoolmates making the drive down as well. So it'll be nice to see some familiar faces in the crowd.
Great. So you just ran the course. What are your thoughts on it?
I've heard a lot of people saying it's the toughest course they've ever seen, but I feel like it's a bit overhyped. Don't get me wrong, it is tough. There's a lot of hills, and it's gonna separate the boys from men, but it's one of those ones where if you know how to handle it, you can prepare for it and go after it. And I feel like after running NCAA cross, it's pretty similar to that, so you should be prepared well.
Yeah, easier or harder than Stillwater?
We'll see with the obstacles, because I feel like if you take out the sand, take out the mud, and all the fun stuff they've added in here, I feel like OSU is a little bit tougher, but we'll see if that mud pit takes more out of you on the race day.
They've told me it's going to be muddier on Saturday.
Yeah, no,
so.
I assume that. I assume they didn't want people destroying it now while they can walk the course.
Yeah. What about this chicane section with the tires? Do you like that? What do you feel about it?
When I first saw it, I didn't realize it was like an uphill, so I was like, hey, maybe you could steeple some of those and get a little shortcut. But after doing it, it seems like it's just a little bit of weaving. There's not as much agility as I was expecting from it, which is both a good and bad thing. So yeah, it seems like a little bit of fun. Adds a little bit more character to the course, as I said before.
Yeah, a little different from the Stanford Golf Course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how are you feeling fitness-wise? Like, do you have a place goal in mind?
Not necessarily a place goal. I'd obviously want to go out there and compete. It's not one of those ones where I'm going to sit back and settle for a mediocre result. I'm here to race, here to try to challenge myself and be one of the best. And so if I can go out with those front guys, maybe not at the start, but try gain on them towards the end while people start going backwards, that could be nice. And so that's the goal. Fitness-wise, I feel like I'm there. We haven't obviously done much cross stuff since Stillwater, and so these last few weeks been training alone mostly to get that fitness up for that full 10K. And so hopefully it's there. We'll see on race day.
Yeah, so have you been doing like cross-country type workouts or 10K type workouts? Cross-country
stuff? Cross-country stuff. I've done a few things on the track where I'll start with our main group, and then towards the end when they're kicking down to some faster stuff, I'll go do some longer tempo work, and then other days I'm completely on my own while they're on the track and attacking some hills, attacking a tempo or something in between, I guess.
Yeah. Is this your first time running World Cross?
World Cross, yes.
Yeah.
I missed out on the U20s a couple of years ago by a couple of spots, and this is the first one since then. So
how excited are you to do it?
Very excited, yeah. Especially at home, it's going to be magical.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, enjoy it on Saturday, and thanks for the time.